We stay in California. This time we go to Fairfield. Shakita joins us there. Shakita, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
Oh, Shakita, I'm living the dream. What's going on with you, lady?
I'm super excited actually to be talking to you.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you. What are we talking about?
All right. So I recently just graduated last month in August. With my
Yay!
master's.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. So I'm super stoked. Obviously, I'm finally finished with school. Eventually, I will go and get my CPA and stuff. But for right now, I'm really just trying to buckle down on repaying the student loans and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So my experience so far in accounting has been primarily just as a credit manager and AR manager. And I've been finding that I've been trying to apply for more generalized accounting positions, but obviously I'm getting kind of siloed into just credit and AR, and I don't want to stay there. I want to be able to really kind of just venture out into other areas. So my question is do you think it's worth it to maybe take like a slightly less paying $10,000 to $15,000 decrease in salary to be able to kind of work up my other skills in accounting?
I think there might be a better way, and I want to see if I'm right. I could be wrong. But my first question is, why do you feel that you're being siloed into a certain type of accounting work? Why do you think that's happening?
Well, I've been trying to apply, it's been about a good maybe 2 months now, and I've been kind of noticing that the recruiters and people that are offering me positions or wanting to interview, it's all in the revenue assurance credit. It's already what I do now, and I don't know. I just can't really get into a generalized accounting manager's position. And I can only assume it's because I'm so specialized in what I do, and my credibility, like my track record, super good. Like if anyone can get money from someone, it's definitely me.
All right, great. So I think this is all about your connecting strategy, because you've got to make better connections to where people realize that you want to do something different. It's the same skill set. I mean, there might be some experience there, but generally speaking, you have all of the raw talent to do this other type of accounting work that you want to do, more general stuff, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, if I put you in there today, you're not going to have the steep learning curve, are you?
No, I mean, there will be a slight one, of course, but it's not going to be super steep. I'm like a sponge.
That's my point. So you've got to be making relationships to where you're getting opportunities and you're not relying on recruiters who are just looking at your current body of work. The other thing is get on the phone with recruiters and go, hey, listen, I can do this other stuff. So I think you have to take control of the narrative. That's what I think's going on there. I don't think you're having enough connections going on, and you're not controlling the narrative and getting the narrative out there to say, look, I've killed it in this particular area. I want to move into this area. I've got all the fundamentals. I need the right person going, oh, wow, Shakita's there. Well, let's go get her. So I think that's one piece of it. Now let's get to this question. The real question was, should you take a $10,000 to $15,000 pay cut? Does this mean there's a job on the table right now?
Potentially, yeah, and it's with the Big Four, and obviously for a new accountant just graduating and kind of getting into that world, if you work for a Big Four, it's like, holy moly, your resume is golden and everyone wants you all of a sudden. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm really scared because, I mean, I've got these student loans that I'm on track to pay off in the next, 18 months. And then my husband at the moment, because of COVID, he's not able to find work.
Yeah. So,
okay.
That was my next question. I needed to know your financial situation, and you just gave it to me. So the answer is not yet.
Okay.
You are not in a position to take a strategic pay cut, because that's what that is. Because ultimately, once you get in there, you presume that you'd be able to move up the ladder fairly quickly and make that money back, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you have any?
Sure. I know.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, give me a best guess. Don't be crazy optimistic, but be realistic. What do you think it would take for you to, if you were to do this? And I don't want you to do it now, but in the future, if you did this and you took a pay cut to jump into a Big Four and you get all that general experience that you want, and you're a go-getter, a sponge, all the things. How long before you think you make that money back and then go north?
If I go into the Big Four, they're really big on seniority, so I would say probably 1.5 years, 2 years.
Right, and so that's not a good move for you right now. and you're straight out of college, you're young, you're going to literally take over the world. Chiquita, I mean, if anybody's going to catch the tiger by the tail, I'm putting my money on you. Okay? So here's what you got to do. You got to see the big picture, but you got to see the big picture completely. And all you're looking at, right? You are looking at it correctly, because that's why you called me. You're going, okay, I see the mountaintop, and if I make this move, this gets me there. The problem is it slows down my debt-free journey, and I need to be debt-free to truly be where I want to be. Because if you're stressed out, it's going to cause all these problems. So I think you stay where you are in the current day job, stay on the track, helping support the hubs, because he's got COVID, the whole COVID layoff thing. So you're dealing with that. He'll eventually get back. Let's stay stable. Let's keep paying off the debt. I just wonder if you shouldn't start looking for some consulting gigs or some contract accounting work with maybe some smaller businesses who can't afford you full time, but need the general accounting that you can do, you want to do, and you make some extra money that way. And so maybe you're working 10 to 15 hours a week doing that.
It's funny that you say that, because I actually just got an offer on Monday for some extra consulting work, and it's more of what I want to do, and so I think I'm going to try it out.
No, you're not thinking you're going to do it. You are going to do it, because guess what? It's what you want to do. It's what you need to do experience-wise. And oh, by the way, make some more money, which helps out the household income and pays off that debt faster. That 18-month could turn easily into a 12-month payoff, maybe even less.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You're young. Work until you fall in the bed for a season. For a season. Not for a long time, but for a season. I think you're doing extra accounting work to get that experience, to bolster that resume. Then, when the debt's paid off and we get our emergency fund in place, that's baby step 3, okay? Mm-hmm. You know this. Yeah. Now we do a different budget and we go, I think it's time for me to maybe take a hit to get in the big 4 to fast forward things, but we're in a better place. Hubs is working. We have no debt. We got an emergency fund. That's when you consider that. And oh, by the way, it's not a cut, Chiquita, because guess what? Even when you're working for the big 4, you're doing a little extra on the side, as long as it's not a conflict of interest, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we don't even have to take the cut. Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. Sounds like a good plan.
I think
feel more comfortable then with the decisions.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's why I'm here. Thanks for calling. But there's our plan. You're never going to take a step back financially with this current plan. You're just going to make extra. And before you know it, Chiquita, you're taking over the corner office and running things. And people are walking around going, yes, ma'am, because that's what you're going to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it.
You bet. I love it. Folks, that's why we do the show. If we can be a sounding board and help you walk through, okay, what are all my options? What do I need to be thinking about? And then she's going to do some great things.